Hello guys, let's start English interview. This is about only interview in English because interviewer will ask you in English only and you have to answer in English only. So let's start. Safety. He will ask what is the safety. Then you have to tell him anything, freedom from risk and accident. Just just that's it, okay? After that he can ask what is the hazard. You can tell anything that has potential to cause harm are called hazard. Only that's it, nothing more. So after that, he will tell, give me the example of hazard. Example means this is the hazard and this all example. Okay, moving object, slip, trip, falls, noise, working at height, manual handling, collapse soil, electricity, and poor housekeeping. Okay. After that, the interviewer can ask you, what is the risk? Risk means you have to tell only these things, only that. Risk is the probability of being harmed by any hazard. Okay. After that, if he will ask risk assessment, you can tell him these things. Risk assessment is the method of systematically examine a job, identify the hazard, evaluate risk, and specify precautionary measures. Okay. And just listen to me whatever he can ask. I am not gonna read everything because he will not also ask everything. He will ask just few things. I think for the one employee the interviewer ask only more than 20 question, nothing more than 20 question. Okay, so you have to read it all and after that you can explain him according to his question. Okay, so he can ask you risk assessment type. You just tell one of those. Okay, anything, either this, that, those, this, no problem, only one example enough. Okay, so the next one, risk assessment step. Listen me, this is the type and this is the step. This is the type and what step you will take to the risk assessment. So first one, identify hazard, decide who might be harmed and how, evaluate the risk and take precaution, implement the precaution, review and update if necessary. Okay, after that maybe he will ask you JSA and risk assessment difference. I am sure he will not gonna ask this. So let's move the further. So maybe he can ask what is the low risk. What is the low risk color code? You can tell him green, low risk medium, yellow, high, red. Okay, everyone know red is everything high, every time high. Okay, after that he will not gonna ask this. Whatever he ask I will tell you only. Job, yes, he can ask what is the job safety analysis. He will ask in short what is the JSA. You have to tell job safety analysis, that's it. After that he may ask you JSA step. So you can tell him identify the job, break down the job step by step. I'm sorry, he will not ask this, so move it. So okay, yes, I'm sure he will ask this question, work permit, JI. So you have to tell this written thing from here to here. It is a written authorization of documentation evaluating all the hazard in specific activity and specific precaution to do the job safely. Okay, and he can ask you how many permit for the job, for the work. So you can tell 4 type of permit. If he will ask, then you have to tell that hot, cold, confined, equipment opening. If he will not ask, don't tell him, and make sure don't give him extra question, extra answer. Whatever he asks, just only focus on that. If you will react extra, if you will become over smart, he will ask too much. Okay, so maybe he can ask color code. So hot means red, this is the number, this is the hot work. Cold work, this is the number, that color code is blue. After that green, confined space. After that equipment opening line break, color code yellow. Okay, yellow and see the number. Okay, don't give answer in the stress. Okay, feel very what call that, you should calm on the interview time. Take your mind only on his question and speak slowly and smoothly, so You will not forget your answer. Okay. After that, he will ask or he can ask you, do you know what is the accident, incident, near miss, unsafe condition? I am sure everybody knows about this. Ac- accident means accident means the cause. Accident means you can read this one or only simple. You can tell him simple thing. Accident means that already happened. Example, the bike rider already accident by the someone, or else you can tell the someone fall from the scaffolding, that is accident. What is the incident? Example, something falling from the excavation direct hit to a person. But incident means something fallen from the scaffolding platform, but that did not hit the mine. What is the near means? Same things, same things. Example, you are here, okay, and there is a scaffolding platform here. People are working something coming from the top, but he did not hit you. He go direct down. But accident coming direct on you. Then the near miss and incident are same, okay. After that, he will ask unsafe condition. What is the unsafe act and unsafe condition? You can see in the image. You can see in the image. Okay. In the image, look at here. This is the unsafe condition. How? Because this cartoon already damaged. It's going to break. They already know. These guy already know there is suspended load over them, but they still stand under the suspended load. Look at them. After that, this was unsafe act. After that, something that here was damaged. Here already fallen from the height, and they this object did not hit them. This called near miss. And look at the same here. Those two guys already hit by the object. This is the incident. Okay. So the interviewer may ask, did you know what is the accident, incident, near miss? So you have already answer to give them. Okay. After that, he can ask HIP, and HIP is the document. There's everything written. You can tell him, or you can read this statement from here. You can read this statement. It is the document from the contractor in which listed all the hazard. Just if you ask what is the HIP, you tell them, sir, this is the listed all the hazard, task and precaution and contractor work. Okay, that's it. After that, after that, about safety, I'm sure because this is the safety before interview, he will ask HSE policy and safety policy. So you can read this one. HSE policy is the written statement and committed by the management of the organization. Every company has a social or legal obligation of provide a safe and health working environment to all his improvement to all the employees. Okay. After that, uh, maybe he can ask what is the SOS, standard operating procedure. So you can read this one. It is a set of the written instruction and describe a detail how to perform hazardous work safely. Look, I am not sure he gonna ask this one, but I am sure he can ask like this question, nothing else. He will not ask you give me the full summary of the whatever written in the. No, he will not going that way. Okay. So he can ask also TWA, time weight average. Okay, time weighted average. So you can read. No, he will not ask. Leave it that. If he will ask what is the IDLS, so you can tell only this one. Listen, if he will ask this one, you have to tell this one. He will ask this one, you have to tell this one. If he will ask this one, you have to tell this one. Don't read this all. Okay, it's nonsense. Nobody knows this one. Nobody can do this one. How many questions he asked, nobody knows. So okay, so you can just overlook this one. What is the 5 years? What is the 5 CS? Okay, and what is the H2S? So if he will ask, maybe he can ask what is the H2S. You can tell, sir, this is the odorless, colorless, toxic, hazardous gas. And if he will ask what is the properties of this, let me drink some water because my throat is going to really very badly. Okay, after that he can ask difference in CO and CO2. Just notice this one, CO and CO2, that's it. CO is flammable and CO2 is not flammable, that's it. Okay, how how do you know what is the CO2? Do you know what is the CO2? Carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Carbon dioxide people release from his body, okay, and they inhale oxygen. So just imagine, CO2 is going to burn? No, it is not flammable, that's it. After that, what is the MSDS? If you will ask what is the MSDS, you can answer this is the material safety data sheet. If they will ask what for, this is the what for use, you can tell, sir, if we are going to use any kind of chemical, so material safety data will help us to know what is the safety precaution we are going to deal with this, okay, only for that. After that, CSCM, construction safety manual. Construction safety manual, it is the document then that help you to find all Aramco GI, okay, general instruction, that's it. Flash bag arrestor, do you know what is this? This is the a kind of device that protect any pipe to separate from the cylinder. Example, suddenly example, you are using compressor, air compressor machine, okay, jackhammer, example, take a jackhammer. Suddenly the pipe was separate from the cylinder. If there is no fire arrestor, it will be make dance like a snake. So if there is a flashback arrestor, it will not going too far away. You can suddenly take and connect again. So people will save everybody. That's why they are using flashback arrestor on site. Okay. There is some color code for the gases. Look like oxygen has green, acetylene yellow, nitrogen blue, argon is gray. Okay. Isolation. He will ask, give me the 2-3 point of the isolation. What is the isolation? And where we can do the isolation? Then you have to tell, sir, isolation is a method to disconnect any energized and hydraulic and mechanical device to flow the water, stop the energy, and destroy the hydraulic system, like that. Example, there is a look, electrical, de-energize means hydraulic, depressurize means this one, same, and mechanical. You are going to listen me here clearly. In electrical you will do de-energized, in mechanical you will do depressurized, okay, that's it. What is the luto? You just tell him the lockout and tag out. Where, what for where we are gonna use it? Luto for lock and tag be always used in any kind of isolation system. After isolation, we always put the luto system, okay. Example, I disconnect the circuit, so we can leave it like that? No, if we will leave like that, someone coming, if he need power, he on again. That's why we put the luto system, lockout and tag out. We put log, after that we will put tag, and the tag is device, he will let them know what for this device is installed here, okay. After that what is this? Elimination, subtraction, isolation, engineering control, administrative control, PP, okay. Hierarchy of control, here you can read it. Hierarchy of risk control in a system or controlling risk or workplace, like illumination. It is physically remove the hazard. Elimination means, okay. And substitution replace the hazard. Example, if there is any kind of high noise generator, how to deal with the generator. B can replace the generator, or else B can put it in the in very far or in a air proof, sorry, not noise proof shelter. Okay. After that, isolation. He will not gonna ask this, leave it that. We will go for line of fire. What is the line of fire? How the fire will occur? There is many things how the fire will occur. Okay. He can ask you how fire will occur. You can tell, sir, if there is any cutting, building activity, then fire will occur. Okay. Let the alarm type. No, he will not ask this one. Fire. If he will ask what is the combination of fire, listen to me, but he will not read same like that here written. He can ask what is the combination, whatever in his mind he will ask. He will never going to ask you straight question what written in the book. He will not ask from that. Okay. So what is the combination of fire? You can tell, sir, there is a triangle, heat, fuel and oxygen. Okay, that's it. Also he can ask, do you know how many type of fire classes? You can tell him, yes sir, there is 5 type, 1 2 3 4 5. That's it. You will give this answer, that enough. And if you know some, tell any of them. Sir, 1 C type electrical, A type combustible material like wood, paper. Okay. After that, fire extinguisher. He will ask, do you know how many type of fire extinguisher? You can tell, sir, yes, there is also 5 type of fire extinguisher: water, dry chemical, foam, and CO2 and wet chemical. Okay. And you can see here everything I already explained them. Water for use, wood not use, flammable and electrical. Okay. What about dry powder? For use, wood, flammable, gases and electrical all. What is the foam type? Wood, flammable, where you cannot use only electrical. Okay. CO2 used for flammable liquid, live electrical equipment, where you will not going to use wood and flammable fires. Okay. After that, wet chemical. You can use cooking oil, wood, paper and discharge entire. Okay. So we will move. How to use a fire extinguisher? He will ask how to use a fire extinguisher. This is a basic things maybe he can ask, but normally they ask from Firewatch. They will not ask to you. If in case he can ask, you can tell him that there is a formula for pass. P means pull the pin, A means aim the base of fire, S means squeeze the handle trigger, S means sweep side to side. Okay. After that, hot work permit. He can ask, what is the hot work? You have to tell simple things. Sir, anything that can ignite ignition source, that is the hot work. Like we are going to do grinding, welding, cutting, it all going to make, or else we are going to use any vehicle, any things that have fumes, all under the hot work. After that, hot work requirement, you can tell anything of these, anything. At least 1 2 requirement, that will be enough. Okay. After that, building is also coming in hot work. Soil type, excavation. Yes, he can ask, do you know what is the excavation? You can tell, sir, yes, anything we are going to dig by manual or mechanical, that will be excavation. Don't read the book, just think this one in your mind. Okay. Manual excavation, mechanical excavation, it is the excavation. And also he can ask, do you know what is the trench? You can tell, yes, trench is a narrow excavation whose depth is greater than with the width. Okay. After the excavation requirement, do you know excavation requirement? Do you know hazard of excavation? Yes, I am very sure I know what is the hazard in excavation. इसका close your eyes and think what is the hazard of excavation. So first of all, yes, person of fall of person, maybe people fall from top of the excavation if there is no barricade, slip trip hazard, collapse of soil if there is no sloping benching, and also cabin. You have to tell only two three point, that's it. After that, excavation requirement. First of the obtain the permit, ensure excavation and pre-excavation check. This is the main things. Excavation requirement, you have to just tell him, sir, pre-excavation checklist and also excavation checklist after obtaining a permit. Okay, and also GPR, that underground utility testing device. Okay, note that. After that, confined space, he will ask, do you know what is the confined space? You can tell, yes, I know what is the confined space permit. This is the access to only enter. Okay, confined space means this is the access only enter in a confined space. If you need any work, you have to get separate permit. Okay, maybe he want to make you confused. He can ask only under confined space we can work hot work, cold work. Absolutely not. Okay, confined means only for entry. After that, he can ask hazard. What is the hazard in a confined space? Of course, oxygen deficiency, presence of toxic gases like H2S, CO, etc. No rescue plan, high noise hazard. All of these in present in a confined space as a hazard. Okay, confined space hazard requirement. So you can tell of these. Okay, after that, he can ask what is the scaffold. You can tell, sir, this is the temporary scaffolding platform where people work at height. That's it. If he will ask, tell me at least one type of scaffold, you tell mobile scaffold. That's it. Scaffolding parts. What is the parts of scaffold? There is sole board, post, transom, toy board, mid rails, top rails. You just tell him, sir, top rail, mid rail, toy board, khala. That's it. Scaffolding hazard. What is the hazard? There is too much hazard. Improper installation, like you install the scaffold but you did not put under the scaffold like plank. If you just put, and there is also stand and also jack. If you will not put a jack, maybe it can go inside the soil, and if little bit twist, it fall from all your structure can collapse. Okay, so scaffolding erection, improper access, all of these. Okay, scaffolding requirement, obtain work permit, scaffolder must competent, all of these. Also if he can ask what is the green tag, yellow tag, red tag means on the scaffold tag, so you know very well what is the meaning of that. Okay, if he will ask what is the wind speed for the scaffold, so you have to tell him 65 km/h, and up to 6 meter only supervisor will sign tag. Understand and notice this one, maybe he can ask this one. Also above 6 meter, supervisor plus inspector both sign the scaffolding tag. Okay, this is very important only. After that, the next one about crane. You can tell him about crane. Okay, type of crane: mobile crane, crawl crane, tower crane, overhead crane, all of these have. Lifting GI. So lifting GI, you can tell him. After that, he will ask what is the hazard during lifting. So you can tell him, sir, no lifting plan, uncertified operator and rigger, unstable surface, uneven ground. That means ground is not a very well surface, like sometime up, somewhere up, somewhere down, overloading, etc. He will ask what is the wind speed of the crane. You can tell him 32 kph. Okay, NT2 block. After that, lifting requirement, you have to get obtain work permit. Of course, it will be hard work permit because we are using crane. Okay. After that, he can ask you what is the critical lift plan. It always tandem lifting or critical lifting plan. Okay, critical lifting. No. He will ask what is the critical lifting, but you have to tell sir tandem lifting or critical lifting, always critical lifting. Okay, and moreover that during lifting you have to maintain of distance of the overhead power line. Okay, if there is a 50 kb, you maintain distance 10 feet. Okay, if there is a 50 to 20 kb, you have to make distance, maintain distance 15 feet, same like further. After that, type of sling, no, he will not ask. Crane safety device, yes. Safety latch, you have to always put their safety latch. Okay, wind speed, you know already. What is the basic PPE? Yes, maybe he will ask, and you know already this one. For the helmet, J89.1, glasses J87.1, respiratory J88.2, shoes J47.1, safety harness J35.9, same like that. Okay.